Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sona. Today we are going to be talking about the highest paying jobs here in Qatar. So if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below on your own experience after listening to all what we have to discuss today. So guys, getting straight into it, first things first guys, the minimum wage here in Qatar from the sources I checked online, it's about 1,000 Qatari riyals. In some cases, it might be higher than that or lower than that, depending on the type of job. But to have like a base to start this video on, let's take the minimum wage to be 1,000 Qatari riyals. And also, I'm going to be using Qatari riyals throughout the video, but I'll also do a dollar equivalent right up here, so that you have a more wide understanding on the amount of money which I'm referring to here. So guys, please take everything I said here today with a grain of salt. I'll just give a general overview, but there are wildly different exceptions to every particular job tier which I will list today. So the first tier of jobs which I'm going to be talking about today are your entry-level jobs. I'll just place them under service jobs. We have examples like the cleaners, the helpers, the maids, and the salary range from this job is from about 800 Qatari riyals to about 1,200 Qatari riyals. Yes, and for the benefits, they usually don't provide any accommodation or transportation. The salary like that is usually a full package. So guys, for the next tier I'm going to be talking about today, we have the laborers, the gardeners, security guards, and for this one, the salary range is about 1,000 to 1,800 Qatari riyals. Unlike the service jobs, which usually don't require any prior experience, you can basically just get up and start working as a maid or as a helper. This one requires some level of experience, not too much, but some level of experience, especially for the security and the gardeners. You have to at least have a little bit of know-how in the job and a little bit of experience before you can negotiate for a higher salary in these particular jobs. So guys, the next category which I'm going to be talking about today, the next tier has your waiters, your baristas, your call center agents, your promoters. So the salary range here is from about 1,500 to 2,800 Qatari riyals, and depending on the specific type of job or the industry or the company, I would say they have some benefits like transportation could be provided, accommodation could be provided, extra food could be provided. So definitely look out for that if you are seeking to work in some of the jobs are listed in this particular tier. They also require a level of skill and experience before you can get this particular type of jobs, especially in the F&B industry, like the waiters, the baristas. They preferably like to hire someone who has worked before in the F&B industry. And also for the waiters and the baristas, I said the salary ranges from about 1,500 Qatari riyals to 2,800, but I've seen many cases where the salary is way higher than this. There are some baristas which earn up to 4,000 Qatari riyals here in Qatar. So just have that in mind, especially if they have prior experience or proven experience in a different company. They could definitely negotiate for a higher salary. So guys, the next tier which I'm going to be talking about is your hostesses, your customer service agents, your technicians, your teaching assistants, your nurses. These ones usually require a higher level of knowledge. You can basically not have a job here if you are just having an entry-level skill. So the salary range here is from about 2,500 to 4,000 Qatari riyals, and the benefits usually include things like your annual leave, your accommodation, transportation, depending on what you negotiate with the company that you're working under, but these jobs usually come with some of the the perks which you expect from jobs in this category. Your insurance, your health card, all of that usually covered by the company, especially if you're working like a teaching assistant under a school, if it's a good school, or working as a technician or a nurse in a hospital. They usually come with more benefits than just a normal entry-level job. So guys, moving up the pyramid, we'll have the next tier, which I'm going to be talking about. It has your supervisors, your teachers, your assistant managers, the sous chefs, many other high-ranking jobs in this category. And this category usually has a lot of perks, like they have annual leaves, they have paid vacations, especially for teachers. They have loads of holidays throughout the year, so you definitely have that in mind. And the salary range from this category is from about 4,500 to 7,500 Qatar riyals. Usually it's higher than that. I'm just giving an average, because especially for the teachers, depending on whether you're working in a private school or a government school, the salary could be as high as 12,000 or even 15,000 Qatar riyals, with a good accommodation usually provided, like a 2-bedroom accommodation and everything. So this particular category has loads of perks, guys. That's something you should have in mind. But also, it's a category where you have to have a high level of skill before you can be given a job in this particular category. So have that in mind too, guys. So guys, the last tier, which I'm going to be talking about today, has your managers, your brand ambassadors, the journalists, your doctors, your lawyers. Now guys, it's really difficult to have an average of the salary of these ones, because depending on the company they are working for, the institution they are working under, the salary can be as low as maybe from 9,000 Qatari riyals. But I've seen cases with some managers here that end up to 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 Qatari riyals, depending on this specific industry which they find themselves in, like I mentioned before. So it's really hard to give an estimate of how much this category usually ends. But I'll tell you that this one requires the highest level of experience, and also the highest level of longevity in the industry before you even get to this level. I mean, you're not just going to apply for a company to be a manager with no experience. No, that usually will not work in any sort of case. No matter what, no matter how many years you might have worked in a different industry, before, at least these are the type of jobs which you usually have to go under the corporate ladder before you get to that position, guys. So guys, there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your own experience. There are so many exceptions, like I mentioned before, to the jobs I touched, and there are thousands and thousands of other jobs which I know that I left out, because not to make the video too long. So do well to like, subscribe the video, subscribe to the channel, sorry, and leave a comment below, talking about your own experience, talking about what you have noticed so far in the country, or what I said, does it align to your own personal experience? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.